Alright, good to go.
So, now that everybody is back and it's time for 6 people to follow Reese's invitation to go have dinner with his parents. Okay. So, with a bit of information, you guys are pointed towards the vintage yard. Oh god. Sorry, I pulled my tab out. You guys are pointed towards the vintage yard, which is a nice dining establishment on the water over here. And as you walk in, Reese, are you guys all going in your gut disguises, or?
Is it a public restaurant?
Yes.
Miko will stay in disguise.
Reese is gonna keep his disguise on, but he's gonna cast disguise self to look like his normal self.
What?
Layers.
Well, he doesn't have
layers.
time to like clean off all the makeup and like change his hair.
Can you not? Stop eating my headphone wire.
That
Cat.
is his headphone wire.
How dare
Yeah,
It's his dangly.
but Reese will do it.
Hooman, this is my dangly.
Reese will do that right before they walk in.
Yeah. Lana will stay in disguise. She's comfy with it.
We'll do the same.
Same for Reebs.
Alright. So as you head in, Reese, you can see that your parents are set up at a table on the far side of the restaurant, just casually conversing back and forth with each other. Then there's a waiter by the entrance who looks over to you as you enter and goes, good evening. Table for 6?
I'm actually here to meet my parents. Last name Zaire.
Yes, it looks like they have a table for 3 this evening. Do we need to...
Reese
Well-
didn't say his friends were coming.
We did not.
Nope.
Well, probably just a table for 5.
That works.
Reese is gonna slowly turn and look at the rest of him. He's like, sorry.
That's
What are you
fine.
apologizing for?
Not telling my parents you were coming.
Eh?
No skin off my nose.
Wolf
I-
glares. How could you not mention at least him?
Reese just like palms up, gives him like this what kind of
Ross,
look.
looks at Wolf because he's like best friend versus boyfriend here.
Alright. Table for 5. We'll just need a few minutes to get the table ready for the rest of you. Feel free to take a seat in the lobby. We will call when we're ready for you.
Have fun, Reese. We'll be here if anything bad happens.
Okay, sorry again.
Are there menus in the lobby? Just to peruse?
No.
Okay.
Fuck. I don't know why that was funny, just the way Matt said it. No.
No.
The best part is he said it like how employee would react to him if Reeves were to actually ask that. I think that's why I liked it so.
I know.
Yep.
Guess Reese is gonna go greet his parents.
Alright. So, as you're pointed towards the table by the waiter, and as you approach, your parents turn to you, and your mom stands up to give you a hug as you approach.
Reese is gonna give him a hug that's a little tighter than normal.
Alright. So, you guys exchange a quick hug, and then as they pull back, they gesture towards your seat, and say, "Oh, we weren't expecting you to see you out here, but it's good to see you're still doing well." How have things been?
Yes. They've been going. It's been a while, Father. It's good to see you.
Yes, I've heard you've had a few chances to stop by and leave Olari. I'm sorry I haven't been able to be
I
there,
understand.
but It's glad that we finally had time to catch up.
Yes. Well, you know, I've got a small break from adventuring with my group, and it wasn't inconvenient, so we stopped by here. They're getting another table right now. I forgot to mention that they would be coming.
Your parents laugh at that. Oh, I'm sure it's fine. We can go stop by after we've had a little talk to make sure they're all settled in nicely.
Yes, that'd be good. So, how have things been here in Clearhaven? Everything seems pretty tight, security-wise.
Quiet?
Quiet.
Well, that's how these things tend to be. We've been busy for the most part, making preparations for next week, but at least we have work to keep our minds on. Keeps the days going.
Yeah, I am excited to see you perform again. It's been some time.
Yes, it's been a lot of work trying to shake the rust off, but it will be of some comfort, at least, knowing that I'll have more familiar faces in the crowd than I was expecting. Assuming
Yeah.
you'll have the time to stay.
I'll make time. I think it would be worth it.
Oh, that's good to hear.
But yes, things have been interesting on the road. It's not as comfortable as I would prefer, but you know.
Oh, I imagine not. When your mother told me about what was going on, I was quite surprised you had joined up with a group of adventurers. You did say you were going out to see the world. I didn't imagine it was from that perspective, but I'm sure it's been interesting to say the least.
They're a good group of people. I made friends with them before I started traveling with them.
Ah, good, good.
So are the talks going well?
From the sounds of it, mostly this is all just a preamble to keep things rolling along as quickly as they can. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get... Well, I say we like we're involved. The powers that be aren't going to be able to get too deep into things until the other two delegates arrive.
Late, are they?
Not so much as we were early. It seems like they're taking a bit more conventional methods to get here.
Ah. Yeah, magic
Yes.
does tend to speed things up a little bit.
Yes, and considering our other options was almost a month or so at sea, it seemed like the more timely approach.
Cure Reese internally screaming. Well, I'm glad you got here safe. I hear things have been a little chaotic lately.
Yes, there seems to be some sort of business going on here and there, but both here in the capital, the king has seen to it that those close to him are well guarded.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear that, actually.
Yes, if you ever feel like there's somebody watching you, don't worry too much. It's probably just the nice lady that the king has asked ever so nicely to ensure that nothing happens to us. Not like I suspect much will be going on.
Reese is kind of slowly going to glance around.
Tomas, having burped, Reeves is going to say, Tomas, you might lay off the bread a little bit.
What?
So over your shoulder, you can see tucked against one of the archways leading into the room. You see a blonde woman with a laurel around her forehead and a mantle of leaves at her shoulders, leading into a cape and fine elven armor. She kind of gives you a blank look before going back to scanning the room. You saw her previously at the king's side earlier this evening.
Reese looks back to his parents. He goes, "Whew, tough crowd."
Yes, she takes her work very seriously.
Well, I'm glad you're in good hands then.
Yes, it seems that the king values our work highly enough. At least to bring us on a nice little sabbatical, the right word for it. Vacation. Of sorts.
Well, considering all the work you've been doing for him.
I suppose there is that, but that's hardly much to compare to some of the work the others have been putting into things. It's the least I can do for our country.
My brain's going blank.
That is completely fair.
These breadsticks are amazing.
We'll just assume that that Reese and his parents have a nice casual conversation while eating dinner.
Yep.
And then he will introduce his parents to the party once dinner is finished.
All of the menu options are lavishly prepared. Most of the menu items are simple single lines without an explanation as what the meal is, because it expects you to understand what each of the items are, and the prices are listed simply as values such as 1, 2, 3, up to 12. It doesn't have a currency denominator.
Assuming it's
Tomas.
gold. Gonna assume it's gold.
Or platinum.
Why does
I'm
it
pretty
have
sure
no
Reese would know
textures?
his way around this. It's like a Michelin star restaurant.
Tomas, what is this?
For Sam who didn't zone out, what is it?
It is a menu. All of the items are just the name of the food without any description of what they are, and a value without any denominator. So it'll just say, like, chicken cordon bleu, 3.
Oh, okay.
Tomas would know what it is.
Tomas, I feel like at the rest of the table, it's like, how many of you don't understand this menu?
Lana raises her hand.
Reeves raises his hand.
Mm-hmm.
Mika seems to be shoving bread in her face.
Tomas stares at Wolf, waiting for the hand to raise. Nathan.
Yes.
Raise your hand.
Wolf raises his hand.
Okay. Tomas we'll lay a menu out in the middle and explain, like, all the menu items, what the numbers mean, tells them not to worry about the numbers.
Except do, because it's in gold.
Yep.
Worry about the numbers a little bit.
Most of the items are various degrees of chicken, beef, pork, seafood. All have fancy names after them, only most of which Tomas would recognize. And most of the drinks are either alcoholic or water.
Reese is gonna treat himself to probably something in the tens.
That is fair, and your parents have ordered a very nice vintage of wine for the table.
Yes. Reese living his best life before his life goes to shit. I'm just gonna deduct 10 gold.
Mika looks for the most simple looking thing on the menu, and that and ale, and does not care.
Lana's
Reeves,
been... Sorry, go ahead.
Reeves will look at the beef section, just kinda run his hand along and just kinda randomly pick a dish that's probably like 10 gold pieces.
Yep, most of the items are like 2 to 5. The really lavish stuff is like 10.
Yeah, Reese treating himself.
Reeves did not intend to spend this much. He kind of randomly picked something.
Okay. So let's see. For and townsfolk. Okay, so let's see. What do we want to get for Reeves?
Make his life difficult.
Yeah.
This whole D&D session is going to be this dinner.
So, Reeves ends up ordering liver in a fine sauce with onions.
Liver and onions.
Yep.
Fancy liver and onions.
Really
Yep.
good liver and onions.
That's amazing.
It comes out kind of terrifying you, but then you remember, oh wait, this kind of looks like fancy goblin food, and it's actually not bad.
Amazing.
Perfect.
He just has to eat it with like with like 3 additional forks.
Yeah. The waiter gives you a weird look as they walk by, but hey, it works. Alright. So you all order. They have various types of wines, whiskeys, ciders, ales, stouts, any type of alcohol you would like. They have pretty much. From mid-tier to high ass tier alcohol.
Yeah, Mika goes looking for something she recognizes. Nothing super fancy.
They have various dwarven stouts, many of the names you are well familiar with as reputable family brands.
First one she finds.
Alright. So is anybody not having alcohol or meals?
Lana's gonna spend like 15 minutes being annoying with Tomas at the menu trying to find a vegetarian option and gets water.
So
Tomas
they
would find
do
a
have
vegetarian option for both of them.
they do have quite a few vegetarian options because Elvin.
Yeah, because Tomas is also vegetarian.
Yep. So they have a bunch of very artisan salads ranging from savory to sweet, as well as mixed vegetable platter type meals, sautéed, seasoned, however you want.
How
All right.
exciting.
Indeed. Hey, you're paying gold for food. They put some fucking effort into it.
Cries.
So, Reese in particular, since you got the wine, you don't recognize the brand on it, but it has a bittersweet, almost chocolatey aftertaste to it, and it is really, it just, sorry, it goes down extremely smooth. It's quite an enjoyable experience overall.
Reese is living his best life.
And after you all have finished dinner, Reese and his parents come over to join you to talk for a bit, and the staff doesn't seem to be too concerned about this. The place isn't exactly slammed right now, so they're not too concerned.
Reese will be like, Mother, Father, this is who I'm traveling with. And Reese will introduce them by their actual names. Just one by one.
It is a pleasure to meet all of you.
Good to meet you as well, sir, lady.
Hi.
I love Lana.
Pleasure to meet your acquaintance. Or make your acquaintance.
Just... Oh no, Tomas is in disguise, that's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So,
well- Tomas's hair color is different. That's about
Reese
it.
didn't change much else about him.
Mm-mm.
His dad's gonna like look at you for a minute and go, do I remember you from somewhere?
Yeah.
Reese is gonna stare at Tomas and be like, no. He's just gonna mouth, don't.
No. I'm being told you don't.
Reese is just gonna reach up and rub the bridge of his nose.
It's a pleasure to see you again, Mrs. Zaire. And a pleasure to meet you for the first time, Mr. Zaire.
That was oddly specific.
Yes, it's a pleasure to meet you as well, Tomas. He seems a little confused.
I'm being told.
Mushrooms will do that.
Don't.
Reese's mother has a chuckle at that. I'm pretty sure you told her the story when you met, because you're a fucking psycho.
I don't think he did, but you know what? Either way.
Reese just gives his mother a look.
So we are to understand that there'll be, well, at least Reese, that a few of you will be remaining in town for some time. If you plan on remaining until the performance in a little over a week, just let us know and we'll see if we can ensure that you all have access to tickets.
Reese is gonna wink at Tomas.
Hello?
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 Everything went silent.
Oh. Reese's parents is talking about getting them tickets to the performance. So Reese winked at Tomas.
Tomas will stare at them with like, this is probably one of the biggest, giddiest, like, most genuine smile anybody in the party has seen on Tomas's face. Except maybe Reese. Reese has maybe seen happy, giddy smiles, but he'll just be like, I wouldn't miss it for the world.
I've heard very good things. That'd be, if we're still around, that would be a pleasure to see.
On that note, would we be able to maybe take a peek at the dress rehearsal?
Roll me a diplomacy check.
$26.
As much as I would love to be able to give extended, or as much as love to be able to give you a tour of the backstage, things are going to be quite a bit chaotic that day. Perhaps we could show you, we could introduce you to the cast after the show, but a lot is going to be going into making sure everything goes down perfectly leading up to the play itself.
Perfectly fair.
Well, we don't want to keep you too late. I'm sure you need your beauty rest to accompany the king on more of the talks.
Yes, I'm sure he will have a myriad of conversations prepared for us tomorrow again. Well, it was a pleasure seeing you and all of your friends again. And he just picks up the receipt placed on your table and gives you all a bow and says, "Enjoy the rest of your night."
Oh.
Thank you kindly.
And thus he and his wife head back to their table and go to cash out the bills.
I guess I'm going to add 10 gold back to my total.
Yes.
Same.
Reese is going to look back at the party and be like, 1 sec. And go after his parents. And he's going to hug his mom again.
Yep. She gives you a hug back and then a pat on the back as she pulls away.
Well, you two stay safe until we see you again.
Oh, I'm sure we'll be fine. We have plenty enough people looking out for us here.
Yeah, I'm glad.
She gives you a kiss on the forehead. Just try to relax and have fun, dear. I know you've been through a lot, too.
Thanks, Mom.
Alright.
Then Reese will rejoin the party.
Alright.
Well, did you guys enjoy dinner?
I had liver.
Oh, good.
Feels
I
good.
had to explain the entire menu to them.
That doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, that's actually kind of fun.
The bitch. I'm kidding.
Wow.
That wasn't character.
Yeah, these fancy places are really minimalistic with their menus, aren't they?
Yes, because most people coming here are expecting to spend several gold. So.
Well, if they're going to be spending that much, they could put more words on their menu.
Most people also know what the menu items are when they come here.
I mean, fair, but come on.
I don't know how to explain noble restaurants to you, Reeves.
It sounds
It doesn't make sense, but
It's silly.
okay.
I guess it makes them feel like they're part of a special club.
That's probably
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. Well, now that it's nighttime, who wants to break into a manor?
Reeves raises his hand.
Let's break into a manor.
You've never said more beautiful words to me. That's a lie, but like, you know, that's how I'm feeling right now.
Are we all going, or like?
That's up to you guys.
Point still stands. We should determine first if it's occupied.
Well, we can check and see if there's lights on.
Well, okay. I'm assuming you have the address.
I don't, but I know the name. And I know the crest. Well, would I have the address after looking it up?
It didn't have the address, just the name of the manor.
I'm sure it'll be easy to find. These are usually pretty ostentatious.
Okay. Well, hopefully no one will think us suspicious for being out so late, going towards the manor district.
Well, judging from what I overheard with the guards, most of them are in the more southern areas. They don't have enough people to be fully guarding the manor district, so this is our best chance.
All right, then, let's go.
Once they walk outside, Reese is gonna drop the disguise self.
All right. And thus you guys make your way over to the manor district. So, same thing that Tomas saw before. There's a number of Brescian and Elven manors that are lit up. Most of the other ones, including the entirety of the Dwarven and Halfling manors, are currently lights out.
Looking for one with the crest from earlier.
Alright, give me a perception check. I will apply the appropriate modifiers.
Oh boy.
Anybody that wants to make that check can do so now.
What was it?
Perception.
24.
When shown the crest, Lana would help out.
Same.
Same with me.
Yeah, Reese would have doodled it on his notes. Or can doodle it now as they're walking.
Axolotl!
Fuck yeah.
33.
Alright. So Tomas, once you see the notes from Reese, you remember having passed by that one earlier, and you start heading the party back in that direction, and all of you see the manor appearing on the horizon. There are currently no lights in the establishment.
Does it look like it's in a state of disrepair? Like it's been sitting there for a while?
Overgrown
Not
weeds
so
and all
much.
that.
It looks like it hasn't been lived in. The grounds have been maintained to an extent, but it doesn't look like people have been there in a while.
Well, do we want to see if we can circle around the back and find a back entrance?
That's what I recommend.
All right, well, let's keep it quiet.
Lead on, Reeves.
The rest of us
Alright,
may want to try and,
everybody give me stealth checks.
so the rest of us may want to try and find a spot outside, out of the way, so we're not just loitering. Stealth.
34 for Reese. That's impressive.
35 for Reese. For Reebs.
25 for Mika.
Fun.
It's not rolling.
Oh, just give it a bit.
Uh,
Sometimes it likes to freeze up. He's rolling!
Nah, fun.
Kevin, shut up!
Nah, fun. There it goes.
Oh boy.
Uh,
Can he substitute that modifier for my follow the expert?
What's wrong with my modifier?
plus
It's a
two.
+2!
+2!
That's a solid 15 right there.
Uh-huh.
Hell yeah. What are you, a master or an expert?
I am a master.
Alright, let me check the modifier for that then.
And I'm guessing they probably would have discussed if some people wanted to stay behind and just keep a watch,
Overwatch.
they could. So, if anyone wants to do that, they can.
The louder people might want to do that, but
Yeah,
I don't know.
Miko will happily not be one of us to try to sneak in and keep a watch. What was the name of this noble again? Oh,
Arthur Lloyd.
Okay. We add 13 to Wolf's roll.
So 28.
Mhm.
Yes. Is anybody else untrained in stealth?
no, Mika's actually trained, so.
Alright. Then Mika also gets a +3, so the lowest we have is a 28. Are you trained in stealth, Lana, or expert?
Trained.
Okay, then you also get +3.
Wee.
We indeed. Alright. So is everybody going around back, or is somebody watching quietly from somewhere?
Miko will stay watching somewhere.
So Mika perches somewhere out of sight, and the other 5 of you get around to the back of the manor. It looks like this area is a bit more secluded from the main street due to the high hedge walls. The backyard isn't as grand as some of the manors you would see on the mainland, but it is still very nice. It doesn't look like anything too exquisite at the moment, likely because the noble himself is not on the property to maintain anything super excessive, but the building itself still appears to be in good repair. You can see a door onto. You can see a main door in the back that appears to. You can see a door in the back that appears to lead into what looks like it might be a kitchen. A couple windows leading into the main dining room on the lower floor. And there is another 2 windows on the second story that you can't tell what room those lead into.
Reese is gonna cast Detect Magic.
Okay.
Looking for magical traps.
Yep. You do definitely detect magic. The closest one would be around the door itself. not in the school for that. Oh, what the hell? Is that evocation, I think, technically? I'm looking
Oh,
up
boy.
the spell.
Reese is gonna look at the door and be like, "Hold on a second." He's
Abjuration, sorry.
gonna cast Dispel Magic on the door.
Alright. Roll me a counter spell.
I think that's just my spell attack modifier. Pretty sure.
Spellcasting ability modifier plus proficiency bonus.
Yeah, that is 28.
Okay. So, you see a flare of runes around the door, and then they flicker away and fade into nothingness. Whatever was around the door appears to have been dispelled.
Okay, the door's safe now.
Awesome, thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Reeves will produce a skeleton key into his hand and unlock the door.
Alright. Roll me a lockpick check. Which is thievery.
$31.
A 31 will do it. You jimmy with the lock for a couple seconds, but quietly pop it open, and you feel whatever lock was on the door slide into place, and the door handle becomes loose.
Reeves will open up the door and making a bowing after you motion.
Thank you. Reese will step inside. Gonna keep pinging Detect Magic, though.
You keep detect magic is picking up the similar spell aura around all of the windows and doors to the exterior, but nothing inside as you move around this entry room. And let me shift us over.
Oh my gosh, Matt has a map for this.
Well, I would never.
Reese, while that's going on, Reese will glance back and be like, this is the only safe door. Windows and other doors have a magical trap on them, most likely, but everything else inside looks good.
So just the exterior entrances?
Yeah.
Very good.
Work smarter, not harder with your magic, I guess.
You'd be surprised. Some people are real paranoid.
Yeah, apparently not these guys.
You appear to be entering what is a kitchen.
How's it smell in here?
It smells a little dusty.
Dusty? Okay.
Looks like it hasn't been used in a couple years.
Okay, so I don't think we're going to be running into the owner of the house.
Reese?
Yeah.
You know how that mansion the Marquis sent us into had like that defense system?
Yeah, but I'm not detecting anything magical in here.
Okay.
How
But-
bright is it in here, Matt?
You only see moonlight coming in through the windows, so everything is dimly lit.
Oh, okay. It is dimly lit, though.
Is this a door?
Vaguely. All of those are doors, so there's 5 doors total on the southern half.
They could have used more physical means instead of magical means, so worth staying on guard just in case.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Reeves is going to investigate the door.
Alright, roll me a perception check.
Just 21.
You don't see anything out of place, so the door appears unlocked.
Alright, he's going to open it. As he opens it, he's going to turn back to Reese and say, so what's the plan? We're going to go check the upstairs?
Probably going to look for anything out of place, maybe documents, letters.
Where's a steady most likely to be? Upstairs or down?
Probably upstairs.
All right. Well, let's just do a quick sweep of the first floor and find the stairs.
Okay.
He's gonna motion for people to follow him.
We.
Reese following.
He's gonna check the store.
Oops.
Just a 20.
Similar sit up. As far as you can tell, no traps.
Okay. Ha! Found the stairs.
Should we check other rooms first?
Oh, we can split up a little bit if you feel comfortable doing that. I can.
Remember the last time we split up in a house?
Yeah, but we're better now.
Yeah, but we're also fighting a sin.
That's actually really true. Yeah.
Let's sweep the upstairs, and then on our way out, we can get the rest of the first floor. That sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good.
You're really good at casing places, Reeves.
Yes, I am.
Mm, I guess it's good to have the talent now.
Cedar and Vanquin taught me all I know.
Somehow it doesn't surprise me.
Totally upstanding members of society.
Up the stairs we go.
Northwest.
Oh.
How you doing, Tomas and Wolf?
Vibe.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump.
Mika, as far as you can tell, no alarms appear to have been going off in the mansion. You don't hear any noise from the back, and there doesn't appear to be the sounds of anybody heading towards the mansion at the moment.
No screaming, that's a good thing. I'll just hang out and just keep an eye, kind of keep them.
I think once every like 30 seconds to a minute, Lana's gonna send a message to Mika and be like,
How's it looking out there? Everything good? Okay.
And she'll just respond back to each one of those if she knows she can. Just, it's all quiet, but I'd like to go soon.
How do these wings work? Is there rhyme or reason, or does it depend on people?
I think it depends on the house. My home isn't built like this.
Okay, we go west.
Alright.
You detect any magic up here?
Breeze cast detect magic.
What's the range on that?
30-foot emanation.
You faintly detect the same, like, presence of abjuration on the far side of the door. Like,
On the window, probably.
yeah, on the window, probably. It's not, like, immediately next to the door.
I said detect magic, but it's probably on a window or something.
That's fair. Breeze is going to enter.
Pop open the door into what appears to be some sort of study.
Hey, got it in one.
Well, let's start taking a look. Reese is heading straight for the desk.
Alright.
Anything particular we're looking for?
Just anything that looks suspicious or weird.
Roll me a perception check.
can we all help out with that if we're all
Yes.
casing it?
30.
28.
35. Put myself over here.
Hot damn.
Investigation, you said?
Yeah.
That's
It's
perception.
perception.
Oh.
Okay, let's take a look.
Mhm.
So, Reese.
Mm-hmm.
As you're running your hands across the table, it feels vaguely familiar to you. And you close your eyes for a second as you start searching through some of the drawers to think back, trying to capture that thought for a second. And that painful ache in the back of your mind comes again and fades away. And the moment flashes to you sitting at this desk, drinking wine as you look over some documents. You put the glass down for a moment as you dismiss your servant for the evening before taking a ring off one of your fingers and popping open a hidden compartment in the desk and placing it away on top of several documents.
Reese is gonna try and find that hidden compartment.
Indeed. And you follow that through, and when you open it up, you're hit by the faint smell of almost mildew. As you can see, the whatever documents were in there appear to have rotted with age. But the ring is still resting inside the compartment in a slightly different location than you remember putting it there.
Reese is gonna cast Detect Magic.
Yep. You detect enchantment.
On the ring?
Yes.
Reese is gonna hesitantly pick up the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do an occult check on this thing?
Can.
See and figure out what it does. I'm gonna hero point that. Not much
Hey, it's better.
but it's a little better, yeah.
Yeah, unfortunately, the design is fairly innocuous, so whatever it is, it doesn't appear to follow the standard structure of magical items. It looks like it's a custom piece.
Reese is kind of gonna look around the room and kind of inhale and be like, I'm about to do something stupid.
And that is?
I'm about to put this ring on.
Can we talk about that for a second?
I'm
Sure.
assuming you don't know what that does.
I don't.
Didn't you warn us all about doing that like a lot?
Yes.
Yeah, see, they're making my points for me right now.
I mean, he knows the rules, therefore he can
I
break them.
remember this desk,
You what now?
and I remember this ring.
What?
Mika's not there. Mika's not there. God damn.
I mean, Mika can join them. It seems safe.
she's keeping watch, so someone is better fill her in later.
Does this have something to do with your dreams?
No, I just remembered it.
Like remembered?
Remembered.
But your name is Reese, not Arthur Lloyd.
Yeah, I know.
But also, let's go back to the fact that you don't know what it does.
If this is what you want to do, I trust you, Reese.
Do you have a way of figuring out what it does before you put it
I already
on?
tried.
I mean, can this not wait?
Till
Or-
when?
I don't know. I'm just trying to see if you're being compelled to do this.
I'm not being compelled to do this.
That you know of. Ooh. Sorry, is this...
The reason I
Lana.
want to do this is because it might help us get to the sin.
Okay, but Lana, I'm gonna ask you a quick question.
Mm.
Do you have a magical way of like yeeting that ring off of him if it does a bad thing?
I can think of some non-magical ways.
Don't
Wait,
cut off my fingers, please.
yeet, is that like an elven phrase?
Yeah,
It is, yeah.
Yeah, just get it off of him.
Well, hang on. As Kevin pulls up his divine spell list real quick.
Is
I mean,
that,
Lana could
like-
probably heal it if we cut it off.
Yeah, like, do
No.
you have a way of saving him if it goes wrong? Because
Give me a
otherwise
second.
he's the
Calm
one
down.
who has the way to saving him.
Tomas, please. Give me a second to think.
Detect alignment, detect poison, fear, harm,
Detect alignment might be nice.
She doesn't have it prepared.
Aww.
I mean, like you said, I can put the finger back, but let's not,
In my memories, I was wearing this ring. I took it off. I put it in a secret compartment. And guess what? I found it in the same secret compartment.
If it kills you, I'm bringing you back on my.
I don't think it's going to kill me.
If it hurts you, I am bringing you back, and I am going to not hurt you, but yell at you very loudly and a lot.
Yes, yes. And Reese goes to put the ring on.
So Reese,
Mm-hmm.
you slip the ring onto your finger. Do you have an open attunement slot? I think the normal cap is 10.
Checking. I do.
So when you slip the ring onto your finger, the arcane knowledge of the item interfaces with you, and you recognize this is a ring of lies.
A ring of lies?
A ring of lies. While wearing this ring, you gain a +2 bonus to all deception checks, and as a 2-action interact item, you can snap your fingers on the hand that wears the ring, and you cast glibness with no visual manifestations of a spell being cast.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. Cool. Cool.
So while that's happening, Lana like winces a little and it's like,
I think if I were a little bit better, I could, but like not for my current divinity.
Guys,
Yeah.
Yes.
Reese holds up his hands and wiggles his fingers. I'm fine. And I know what it is now.
Well, that's
Go
good.
on.
It's a ring of lies.
Like the ring has lies, or
No, it makes you lie better.
Oh.
Oh. Okay. So a nobleman had a ring that makes them lie better. That doesn't seem too out there.
What does this ring look like again?
It's a silver band that's thick in width, but it doesn't protrude too much, and it has a slight border inlaid on either side of the ring with a band pattern engraved around the center of it. So it just looks like a fancy silver flat ring.
Well, at least it's pretty.
Yep.
Do I find any other documents or anything like that, or just that ring?
Whatever documents were in there appear to have disintegrated in age. You don't know how long ago that vision was.
Okay. Cool.
Poking around the rest of the room, most of the stuff on the shelves appears to have been removed prior to the departure of the noble. Let's see here. Just checking one other thing. Wolf. As you're poking around the room, you see a small, portion of one of the shelving units in the room. It appears like it has a part of the wood that's slightly off compared to everything else. And out of curiosity, you poke at it for a bit and realize it looks like that part of the wood is removable. And so you pry that off, and on the inside of the shelf, you see a bag containing some sort of sparkling powder.
Wolf takes.
Did you find something interesting, Wolf?
Found a bag of powder. Wolf holds it up.
Reese will walk over and do a check on it to see if he can identify it.
Alright, give me that occult check.
35.
You recognize that as a bag containing a dust of disappearance. If you sprinkle it over yourself or another creature, it gains the effect of a 4th level invisibility for 1 minute.
Reese will
It
relay that.
cannot be negated or seen through by any spell of 3rd level or lower, or an item of 5th level or lower.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, Reese will relay that to Wolf. Handy for our sneaky folks, probably.
I 100% agree.
Okay, so this nobleman has a lot of tools for being sneaky and being a good liar. Who was
Yeah.
this?
Probably someone not very good.
Were they like a spy or something?
No. I don't think so.
What were they then?
I don't know. All I know is the bard was after them for some reason.
The bard.
From the 7 heroes, that bard.
Oh, that bard.
What was his name again? Aowen?
Mm-hmm.
We should keep checking and see what else we can find.
Well, I wasn't able to find anything.
Found these pretty cute looking banners up on the walls though. Look at them.
Reese will walk over and gently squeeze Lana's shoulder and say, "Never change, Lana."
25 on that door.
Oops. Alright, no issues detected.
Open.
Appears to be a guest bedroom.
Reese is gonna do a search of this room too.
Alright. So do you guys want to keep cycling through the rooms?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Give me a round of perception checks.
I just did mine.
Comes up. Yep.
No.
Kev, no!
Ah, it's fine. Sometimes you just roll ones, you
You
know?
said perception checks?
Yep.
I just realized I think that Reese has the lowest perception of the entire party.
Hell yeah. Alright, so you guys keep pushing through. You do not notice any issues or find anything else of note on the rest of the upper floor. But I will reveal it to you in case you have questions about anything.
Okay.
Is that another
where's-
stairway?
Yes, it leads down into what you will realize is the kitchen.
Ah. So we don't find anything really?
Nothing else on the upper floor, no.
Okay. Well, it's time to sweep back down to the downstairs.
Alright, we'll just take the stairs down into the kitchen.
Alright.
Oh, hey, Wolf, how'd you get down here so fast?
Long legs.
I'm guessing we're going to do the same thing with the bottom floor as well.
Yep.
Yep, give me a new round of perception checks.
Burr, 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 burr. Hey!
I appreciate Matt making this as quick as possible.
Hey,
We've already been in this house for a minute, so.
Yeah.
yeah. Second round of perception checks from everyone.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, it was taking a second to load them.
Oh. Yeah, mine's 25 up there.
Okay. Sam, what's your perception check roll? Sam!
35.
Thank you, Sam. Okay. So are you going clockwise?
Sure. That's fine.
Sure.
Okay. Let's do this. So, you guys cycle through this part of the house. See the main entryway. Alright. So. Leo, please. That baby. Oops. So once you guys get to here and start heading into this room, Mika,
Yes.
you hear the sound of a pair of footsteps approaching the manor.
Alright,
It looks like there are 2 Silver Order Knights approaching the building.
so let's see, where am I? I'm outside near the front, or is I hanging out probably near the front? I think we went through the back.
Yes.
I think I missed initially. Is this house surrounded by a wall at all, or?
A hedge wall.
Okay. She's gonna try and, scooch back around to the back door where everybody went in.
So, Just real quick, would it be fair to say that they're still kind of checking in with messages and stuff? Because
Yeah.
I mentioned that offhandedly that Lana wanted to do that, but it didn't really get brought up more than that.
Yeah, you would be doing it, and then how often did you say?
Like once every like 30 seconds to a minute, she'll just be like, "Hey Mika, just checking in, making sure nothing happened."
Oh, you mentioned it, but I didn't know how often you were actually doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant it was super offhanded because we were kind of doing other stuff.
So, you open that up, and you're moving towards that door, and you go to point and message Mika, but she's not in that direction anymore.
Uh-oh. Hey,
Uh-oh.
guys,
Uh-oh, what?
I can't reach Mika with message anymore.
Or she's just gonna start pointing around trying to find Mika.
Reese is gonna cast Sending to Mika
All right.
and be like, Mika? Is there a problem?
Do you have to speak out loud to answer that one?
No.
No.
Okay.
You have 25 words.
See, I actually saw them, like two.
You
Okay.
saw 2 Silver
Yeah.
Order Knights.
Two. I'm trying to count words here. 2 silver boys are approaching the front. Might want to wrap up there quickly and quietly.
Yep.
I'm coming to the back.
Well, let's get away from the windows. There's
Agreed.
silver knights coming. Let's go deeper in the house.
Okay then.
That's the okay, I'm following you.
This is the
Reeves?
front.
Yes.
And Mika's sneaking onto the back, wherever that is on here.
They came in through this door. It's the only door on the lower floor that isn't the front.
Okay.
Reeves,
that
you
too,
notice
so-
that door is locked.
All right. Well, Reeves has quick unlock, so he's gonna.
Oh no, like I meant the one, that room you can't get into. So
Oh.
roll me a thievery check.
Oh, okay.
Mika's just gonna try to get inside to catch up with everybody.
Mhm.
Or at least hang out by the back door in case they come in.
32, and he has quick unlock.
All right, a 32 does the job. So Reeves quickly pops that open, and you guys slip into this room. Reese, as you enter this doorway, this heavy atmosphere hits you, and you feel slightly unnerved.
Hold on.
What?
Hold on.
In this room.
I feel really off in here.
Off like how? You mean like you did in the study?
I don't feel comfortable in here.
Okay. Well, we need to make a decision. Are we going in here, or are we just going to leave?
I don't think it's safe to leave right now with the knights out there.
Well, we can circle back through the other door, and
Let's stay in here until Mika catches up with us.
Does everybody have a way to? Does everybody have a way to vanish?
yes.
I've got
Yes.
one.
I have invisibility. Who doesn't have invisibility? Wolf, you have the powder.
I do not have invisibility. I'm just sneaky.
Alright. Reese will cast invisibility on himself and Tomas.
Right now.
Yeah.
Okay. Leo, I swear to God, if you shut off my power.
Reeves is going to tuck himself under a couch or something.
Alright.
Lana's gonna stay visible until like she hears activity in the room, and then she's gonna drape her cloak of Elvenkind if it comes to that.
And Reese will look at Wolf and say, Wolf, use some of that powder to make Mika invisible, okay?
On it, Chief.
Alright. Mika, you guys, did you close the door when you guys came in?
Good question.
Closed it, did not
I
lock
don't
it.
think. Yeah, it didn't lock it.
So, Mika, are you heading in through the back door to try to catch back up with them?
Yeah, she'll. I think she remember where she saw them heading around to, so she'll head into that door and shut it behind her as quietly as possible.
So, Mika, when you go to open the door, you see these sigils light up around the flame and just start flashing red and blaring an alarm.
Oh, fuck.
You guys hear an alarm coming from the back door.
Diving into the hedge.
Shit. Everybody, let's go inside. Everybody get invisible.
Reeves let out a sigh. It's like, ugh.
Reeves, can you lock the door behind us?
Oh yeah, that I can.
So, which room are you guys getting into?
This one.
The
Right.
uneasy room.
Yeah.
Alright. And Mika, where are you hiding?
Diving into the hedge, pulling a Homer Simpson if at all possible.
Alright. Leo, please. So you're here, you're running back to the hedge on the perimeter of the building.
Yeah, try and hide, either get through it to get out of sight, if to other side and get quietly away, or if I can't do that, then just hide in the hedge, I guess.
I need an athletics and then a stealth.
Okay, this will be good.
I believe in you, Mika.
I don't. All right, athletics. Thank God for modifiers. Athletics of 28 and stealth of. Okay, modifiers 31.
Alright. Alright. So, you try to quietly and quickly make your way to the hedge wall before the knights can notice you, but it's a bit too far of a gap and too open of a terrain. So just before you can make it in, one of the guards points in your direction and yells for you to stop, but before starting to give chase.
Do we hear that from inside?
Yes.
Fuck.
Oh god.
Well, if they're going after Mika, then they're not going to come after us, hopefully.
We can't.
We gotta do something. Okay, if you guys want to stay here in case, that's fine. But some of us should go try to help Mika.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, who goes and who stays?
Do we really want to make a scene?
No, I've got an idea. I'll go get Mika.
Just remember you're invisible right now.
How do I undo that when I need to?
Doing something
can-
violent.
Also, you can drop it as an action on your part.
Oh, did not know that.
Is Reese gonna tell him that part too?
Yes.
Okay. It's very important for him. It's like, yeah, I've got this. Okay, you guys do your thing.
Be careful.
Is it guards or silver knights that are after Mika?
Silver
You don't know.
Knights.
We don't
You
know.
don't know. You don't
if
know.
Mika
Reese-
passed it along.
Yeah, Silver Knights.
Depends on if Lana's checked in on her since.
Well, Reese sent you a sending message.
We sent
Yeah,
the
Lana
sending.
can't find Mika anymore.
Yeah, no, you sent the sending, and I told you there were knights coming, and then I started getting chased. So
Yeah.
that's where we're at there.
Okay. Who else is gonna go find Mika?
Alright, good luck, champ.
His plan is not gonna work with silver knights, but he doesn't know that, so let's go!
Lana
I mean-
will go with him just so that he's not going alone.
Say Mika told told Reese that it was silver guys, but I don't know if Reese passed that on.
He did.
So Tomas should know it is silver knights.
Well, shit, I don't have a plan, but we're going anyways.
Wait,
Oh,
This
yeah.
is fine.
hang on. I've got an idea.
Yeah?
This cloak can make sounds. What if we use that to lure him away?
Oh god, that's much better. I see, okay, originally not gonna lie, I kinda forgot it was silver knights. Thought it was guards. Was gonna
Let's go,
try
let's
to
go.
explain her as like my crazy person who got away, but I don't think that's gonna fucking work with silver knights. So we'll go with yours.
Anyway, so like as soon as she puts together her plan, Lana's gonna like sprint for the door as quietly as she can and just try to catch up to all the commotion.
Alright.
Yeah.
Are you
Hopefully
waiting?
more
Are you
support.
keeping pace with Tomas or just trying to close the gap?
No, she's going ahead. She's monk speeding to close the gap.
Alright. And then Tomas is running at bitch leg speed.
Listen, he still has 30 feet. That's like a normal person.
That's
Yeah,
slightly
that's
faster.
faster than normal. Alright, so we'll deal with those three in a minute. So, team stayed in the room. What do you want to do?
I feel really uneasy in this room, and I don't know why. Should we keep
Oh.
going?
Well,
Winding back the clock.
Huh?
Did Wolf use that powder?
Wolf used the power, yeah.
Does he still have any, Matt?
It is single use.
Fuck.
Doe.
Okay, so Lana goes without the powder. That's fine.
Stop. Jesus.
Needy baby.
Okay.
Yeah.
well, well, if you feel uneasy about it, I don't know. We might be onto something then.
Yeah. We can keep going.
All right. Well, if unease turns into we need to fucking get out of here, you just say the word.
We're invisible, so hopefully that'll help.
Alright. So what would you like to do?
So what's in this room?
This appears to be a rest area. There's a fireplace to the south, several comfy chairs and rugs set up about the room, and walls with a small, what looks like would be a small personal library, but it looks like most of the books have been taken.
Are there any books remaining?
A couple of very common, like, encyclopedias and stuff that isn't terribly
okay.
high value.
Okay. Well, let's keep going, I guess.
Were you
Alright.
just asking for general information or doing a search around the room?
Just
Uh,
if they looked like anything important, but doesn't sound like they did.
Okay.
Reeves is gonna do a sweep of the room.
Roll me perception.
Just 24.
Nope. You check over the books, around the chairs, and underneath the rugs, and you don't see anything.
Okay. Well, what's the deal with this door?
That door is also locked.
Reese, detect any magic here?
Reese cast detect magic.
You do not detect magic.
All right,
No.
I'm gonna lock the door then. 31.
Pick the lock. This cat decided 11 p.m. was when he wants attention.
All right, Reeves is gonna enter.
Alright.
Yeah, Reese will go in too.
Wolf enters too.
Reese, when you leave that room, the sensation fades.
Wait, it was just that room.
Okay then. What does that mean?
Reese is gonna backtrack and check that room again.
Alright. Roll me a perception check. Are you looking for anything specific?
Just anything out of place, anything weird, maybe something hidden.
Alright.
Considering how this guy likes to hide things. 21.
You make another pass over the bookshelves and the seats. You sit in one and try to force a flashback, but you don't see anything.
Do these places usually have cellars?
Maybe?
Well, I haven't found any stairs down.
I know.
In saying that, Jesus Christ, Leo. Can you guys, when saying that, the three of you remember you took a step up to get in here. This building is on a foundation.
Oh.
There were no other stairs down and anywhere else in the building that you looked.
Okay. Well, hey Wolf, want to move some of this furniture?
Reese is gonna shove all the rugs out of the way.
Wolf moves some furniture.
What the fuck is wrong, Leo? Why are you crying?
His life is ending.
Is it like sad meows?
He's like pouting and
Oh.
sprinting around my apartment. Okay. So he moved all the stuff out of the way.
Mm-hmm. Reese is gonna run his hands over the floor and see if he finds anything weird.
Alright, everybody in that, all three of you give me perception checks again.
There we
Natural 20
go.
for 36.
Alright. And Wolf?
Nathan.
Yes,
Is it just being slow again?
it is.
Okay.
Nathan.
Nathan, tell your internet to get good.
I know.
Not right.
You get
Tell your rolls to get good too.
So, you move everything out of the way after, So you move everything out of the way, and you run your hands across the floorboards, and you don't feel any of the floorboards being off. And Wolf, in a slight huff of annoyance, crosses his arms and leans up against the fireplace for a moment, looking across the room. And Reese, as you ponder that, you look over towards Wolf and realizes there's still one place in this room you haven't checked yet. And as you go over to the remnants of the fireplace, you brush the sooty remains of the fire that was last in there out of the way, and then prestidigitation your hands clean. And you can see, though it was slightly obscured by the soot, there's a panel where it looks like there are cracks running in a square formation, just about big enough for a normal medium-sized creature to slip through. Looks like you've found a trap door.
Well, I found a little secret hidey hole.
That you feel uneasy about.
Yep.
Well then.
I appreciate Reeves' new theory that if you feel uneasy, that's the right way to go.
Same. Reese is like, well, I guess we should
What?
go.
Well, since there was trouble here, I see this as being our best chance to find out.
Reese is gonna stare at Reeves for the longest moment and be like, you know, you're a very dangerous companion, but right now, you're exactly what we need.
He just gives a big goblin grin.
Who wants to go first? Through the soot hole.
I will say there isn't like a handle hatch. It's just a very thin perimeter around what appears to be a loose, like, heavy square.
Hey, Wolf.
Yes, Reese.
Do you want to pry this out of the way? Or bash it out of the way? I don't...
Kick down the door.
It's a trapdoor.
Wolfie Pog, it's time to break things.
Alright, roll me an athletics check. How do you want to do this?
Oh
The only
It's
god.
a
way it's
stone
possible.
panel.
Can it just be slid out of the way?
We're going big. Wolf's gonna break.
Oh my god.
Alright. So you're just gonna swing your greatsword into the stone panel?
Hero point.
No, use assurance, dude. You got it. You have assurance, right? Assurance
It's stone
athletics.
plating. There's no way assurance is gonna break stone plating.
But you're like a
Wait.
fucking machine.
It's you.
Wait, what's
Yeah.
assurance do?
Characters don't get accounted for though.
Wolf, you're a
Or do
level 10 half-orc machine of a man. Assurance
Hold
down
on.
that door.
they? Mr.
Wait.
DM.
What's
Yes.
assurance?
So, assurance. What level of athletics are you? Expert or master?
Master.
Alright, yeah. Alright, let me double check assurance real quick. What is your proficiency bonus without the strength section? I want to say it's 16.
It's 16.
Yeah, it should be
so
16.
it would be a 26.
Dab on it.
Okay. Hear me out. You guys hearing me out?
Sure.
No, not really.
Hero point.
Okay.
You've been heard.
So, with a thunderous swing, Wolf clips through
Wolf!
part of the chimney and strikes his greatsword into the top of the plate, and you hear a loud crack in the stone as it's partially divided and partially dipping into the hole.
Well,
That?
good thing the
Reese-
alarm is going off.
Reese is gonna reach it and try to pull the pieces out.
Roll me an athletics check.
God damn it. Hey, it's not bad anymore, guys. It's fine.
It takes a little bit of work, and the stone is a bit sharper than you expected.
Ow, 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 ow.
So you accidentally slice yourself for 3 slashing damage, but you managed to pull the sections out.
Ow, ow, ow.
All right.
And
Is there?
there is a ladder descending into the earth. It is dark down there. If you do not have dark vision, you will not be able to see what the fuck is down there.
So no low light vision or anything?
Nope.
All right. I will take point just to make sure we're not walking into anything too
I
dangerous.
won't be able to see down there.
Well, that's why I'm going first.
Is there any cloth around?
There are curtains on a window in the room to the south and north of you.
Okay. No,
Well-
that's a dumb idea.
While Reese is figuring out what he's going to do with that, Reeves is going to start down the ladder.
Tying yourselves to your partners is never a dumb idea.
Wolf also has a medical kit, I think.
Yeah.
So what were you doing, Reeves?
Oh wait, was Reese looking for a bandage?
No, I was gonna see if I could make a makeshift torch.
Oh,
And just light it on fire
Oh,
with
okay.
with blistering invective, and then I remembered I wasted all my second. Well, no, I can elevate it.
Don't you
But-
have? Do you have the light cantrip or no?
No, because I lost my cantrips. Remember? I used to have them. Don't
Oof.
anymore.
You lost your cantrips.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Oh yeah, gimmick. Okay. Life is a fuck for Reese. Yeah.
Wait. I think I can cast the light spell with my compass, actually. Hold on. Hold on. I've never used it before. Let me check my Wayfinder compass real quick.
Hell yeah.
Bought this at like level 2. Oh, come on, Nethys.
Yeah, Nephthys is chugging right now.
It's Friday. People are using it.
I guess so.
Nethys.
Yep. Wayfinder is targeted by a first level light spell.
So I can
As
just
an action.
cast light with it?
Mm-hmm. So you make the compass glow like a torch.
Okay, Reese will do that and follow Reeves down.
And
Come on,
Wolf,
Wolf.
I assume you're following.
Yes.
Alright. So you guys head down into the fun cavern. Let's go cut back to Yakety Sax real quick.
Pretty much.
Alright. So let's see how far this even fucking got at the start.
See how many hedges Mika can
Okay.
stuff herself through.
Alright. Mika, there is a hedge wall between you and Freedom at the start of the chase. What would you like to do?
Barrel
Yeah.
into it.
That's
Use
what
your rolling thing.
That's what I thought my 2 rolls were for. Yeah, no, I'm fucking charging through that thing.
Alright, you're gonna try to boulder roll through the hedge wall. Give me an athletics check.
Oh, okay. Yay. Let's see. Athletics?
Yes.
36.
Alright. So, you barrel through the hedge mage on a hedge wall, rather, back onto the side street you guys that runs by this manor, and back onto the street and start hauling ass to try to get away from the knights. One of them pops through pretty quickly after you, following through the hole you made. The other one staggers for a bit as the hole tries to close, and they get caught a bit on the branches, but they follow through afterwards without losing too much speed.
Fast.
Lana, you pop out just inside to see Silver slipping through the hedge wall to the east of you.
Okay, does she see Mika?
No, Mika is already gone by the time you get outside.
Okay, she is going to pop up the hood of her Cloak of Elven Kind to go invisible, and then she is going to use her cloak's built-in ghost sound to create like the sounds of like commotion and violence within 120 feet, kind of like in an off, just kind of random arbitrary direction.
Alright, so,
Like she's emulating the sound of like a guard being like tackled and like beaten down, like just kind of in a random direction.
alright.
It's like shouts and stuff, or can her cloak do that?
She cannot recreate fine voices with it, but she can create like
Hollering.
loud sounds
Yeah.
with it. Yeah.
Is there a disbelief check on that?
Ghost sound. It doesn't say anything like that. It just says you create an auditory illusion of simple sounds. They emanate from a square within range. I can't create intelligible words. Doesn't say anything about like a deception check.
Okay. And let us see how well that goes. Alright. So, you hear a pause from the other side, and one set of footsteps heading southeast towards the noise you made, while 2 other sets of footsteps sprint to the north.
And is she able to intuit that north is where Mika was escaping to?
North 2 are farther away than the one running to the southeast.
So you can at least intuit that the direction
Wait.
that the other guards are going is probably where Mika is headed towards
Wait,
too.
3 sets of footsteps? I thought there were only 2 guards.
Well,
2
one
guards and you.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 guards and you.
Oh. Okay. In that case, she's just gonna keep on trucking north then.
Alright.
And just try to catch up.
Yep. Alright, and Tomas, it takes a second for Lana to do those other actions, but you pop outside as you see her getting close to the hedge gate and about to pop through it.
Lana, what's happening?
Running! Mika's being chased right now.
Okay. I might join you for cardio one day. He's gonna keep following.
Alright. Both of
He
you
will
roll me an
also-
athletics check.
Tomas is also gonna pipe in and let me know. He's like, if we need more distractions, I've got ammunition that shines really brightly.
That might come in handy.
Okay. Oh.
Okay. Whoops. So, you move back to this.
Kind of love that they can't, that Mika's just like outdistancing both of them. Just like.
Go, Mika, go.
Ooh. Okay. I have an idea for when we come back around.
Alright. Actually, we'll do it this way. Alright, Mika, you are currently a step ahead of the Silver Knight. What would you like to do? You're currently on the side streets of the Manor District. You know to the east is the main road. Or West Main Road, rather.
She actually wants to stay away from the main road. So side streets on the east, main roads on the west side of the house.
Main roads on the east side. To the north is rivers. To the west is mountains. To the southwest is the road that cuts to the far side of the west side of the island.
She's basically just gonna start ducking through whatever like smaller alleyways first pop up and see if she can find basically a corner to hide around. Just charging full out. Trying to see if I have anything that she could actually do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got nothing here short of just running like crazy. Gonna
Alright.
try maybe, I don't know, I was just trying to circle the house, but if the main road is right there, then I don't want to get too far away from the house, but...
Yeah, he's currently keeping pace with you and a bit too close for you to be able to duck away and get to a hiding space inside in time. So unless you can find a way to create a gap, it's gonna be an endurance off.
Let's see here.
Knock something over. Cuckoo,
I mean, no, like, yeah, no, like shoving stuff by, like if I can duck down an alleyway and like knock something over, like crates or whatever as I barrel past it kind of thing. That's what we should be trying to do.
Alright. Let's see.
I can cause them to faceplant a little bit into a crate, that would be awesome.
Let's go with... give me a perception check as you're running to see if you can find anything to help impede.
35?
Alright. So as you're running by, you can see there's a abandoned noble house that has has gates on either side of it, both of which are currently open. So you can slip through one side and close the gate behind you and then try to get through to the other side. It looks like these kinds of gates are designed to lock when they're closed.
She will do, she'll slip through the gate and shut it locked, and then run part way away from it, but not through to the other side yet. She wants to hear if he either tries to bang through the gate or run around.
Yep. Alright. So they get to the gate and try to fiddle with the lock from for a second, but can't get to it due to the design of the gate and start and then they reposition to try to run around to the far side to catch you.
So she hears, as soon as she can hear the steps recede around to the other side, she's gonna unlock and slip through and go back the way she came.
Yep. Okay.
As quietly as possible.
Roll me a stealth check.
Shouldn't have said that. 27.
So you make it about halfway across the street back to the far side before you hear the guard call back to you and start sprinting back into your direction.
Fuck.
Alright. After a little bit of running, Mika, you see Lana turn the corner ahead of you. Oh wait, no. Lana's invisible. Shit. Lana, you see Mika sprint towards you.
Like, fuck.
Is she within 30 feet of Mr. Man?
She is about 45 feet away from Mr. Man.
Okay, she is going to put herself against the wall and just kind of wait until Mr. Man is right at 30 feet, and just she is going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on him.
Alright, is that a attack you have to make or a save I have to make?
It's both.
Alright,
So-
roll your hit.
Need to look up her fucking spell attack modifier, Jesus. Alright. Pray for me, everyone. Oh wait, it went up, didn't it? No, it's still... Hang on, let me make sure I've got my numbers. Okay, here we go, everyone. 29 to hit.
29, I believe, works.
And then he needs to make a fort save against her spell DC.
Alright.
I almost wish you had Yakety Sax queued up for Groovy.
23.
That's a fail, baby! Enfeebled 1!
Alright.
No, Enfeebled 2 for a fail.
Hell yeah.
Ah!
Pog.
Is that 5 feet per enfeeblement stack?
Right, you're a
No.
pog.
You'd have to tell
Yeah.
me.
Alright, I'll check conditions real quick.
Yeah. It doesn't say on the list.
Feeble. Okay, so they take that penalty to all things, including athletic saving throws, so they are more easily exhausted by
So-
strenuous activity.
Yeah, and then Lana's gonna jet.
Hey, you see Lana pop back into existence behind you as you hear the Silver Knight start to breathe a bit more heavily as he tries to chase you down. That heavy breathing is eclipsed by the sound of Tomas panting his fucking bitch leg ass off, trying to keep up with Lana. As you turn the corner and see him in the distance, huffing and trying to keep up.
So Tomas is running toward me at this point?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna run up to him and run past him, just like run.
This party gets into the best shenanigans.
gotta hide.
Alright. So what do you guys want to do? There's currently a Silver Knight chasing you who is exhausted.
How easy, like, just looking at his, like, stamina and his conduct, like, how easy do you think it would be for the three of them to just kind of outrun him now?
With a little bit of effort, you would easily be able to do it, and Tomas could probably do it with a bit of effort. Mika has a chance now if you just try to haul ass.
Do you want me to try to distract him more?
You can if you want, or we can just run.
Mika is barreling past the opposite direction. Truck. Gotta hide.
So we're running north, right?
Is there...
You're running south now.
We're running south
Back
now.
toward the house? Or
think
South
we're
is
just-
back towards the house.
I think we're just trying to get away, right?
Yeah.
yeah, get away to somewhere where they can like hide and lose him.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, you
Okay.
guys can hear other guards in the distance.
Is there anywhere nearby that they'd be able to, like, kind of duck into, now that there's some distance between the guard and them, or, like,
Roll me a
what's-
perception check.
Alright.
Yeah, Mika's like desperately hunting for something to like somewhere to hide.
27.
Something like this would happen on Reese's arc.
What's up?
Can I ask you a kind of stupid question while I look up this spell?
Sure.
So, the Armored Knights. It's an Armored Knight, right?
Yes.
And they've got, like, plate mail.
Yes.
And plate mail has joints
Yes.
that could lock up, right?
You
I
cannot
see
use
it.
the
Yeah.
lock spell on fucking armor.
Oh my god.
Listen,
As awesome as
I
that would
think
be.
Sam should be able to for thinking of it. Just saying.
As awesome as that
it
would
was
be.
That-
worth the
Don't bully
question.
the DM.
I appreciate the question. That is a different kind of spell.
I've had two of them for so long. I'm like, I gotta use these somehow, right?
Hmm.
Um. Can I? Are there any bushes nearby?
There's various hedge walls around some of the estates. Others have like normal physical walls. And Lana, you see a couple estates you could hop into, some of which are abandoned, others which are not. You're not sure if there's a throughway through them, though.
And also like they could be rigged up and alarmed and stuff.
Hmm.
You said Lana and I have a good chance of getting away.
Mika would be an endurance contest at this point, and you hear other guards closing in.
I'm not sure if I'm as fast as you guys, so.
I'm gonna knock a light arrow.
Hmm.
And can I try to shoot it like? I ignore my like 100 feet away.
Probably around 65 to 75.
Okay. Can I do that to like the east or west, like and not in either of the paths we kind of want to take?
He has like direct line of sight on you.
I'm invisible.
Oh, right.
Well, shooting an arrow, even if it's
Firing
not...
the arrow will instantly break your invisibility, like the second you lose it.
Can I duck behind something and do that?
Roll me a stealth check, and then you can do it.
Okay.
Actually,
36.
Lana has an idea.
36, you said?
Yeah.
Alright, and roll me a deception check for the feint.
So I'm glad you do, because I am out of ideas short of fucking running like a...
33.
Alright. So you duck around a corner, and you get a little bit ahead of Mika as you guys take a series of corners, and you wait until judging the gaps, just as they turn a corner and he turns the corner just before that. You fire the light arrow down an opposite alley and into some nearby supplies that were stacked up against one of the perimeter walls for delivery. And hearing the thunk and seeing the light, they turn down that way, and by the time they turn around, you guys are gone.
Oh, okay.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. God.
Lana's plan, if that didn't get away, was she was going to stop by one of the estate doors and then just roundhouse kick it open and keep running.
They're usually quite a bit away from the gates.
Oh, but
Yeah.
still, just like the gate or whatever would do that. But that's
That could work.
yeah.
Alright, you guys hear various heavy footsteps all around you in different directions. I need stealth checks to get out.
I have a question about follow the leader.
Yes.
For all the expert. Do you have to have that as a feat to do it?
No, it's a thing that people can do. So if anybody is not at least one person has to be at least expert in stealth, and
Because
the others.
I'm an expert in stealth.
Okay.
You know, this is gonna be my hero point actually. There we go.
So if I don't know exactly what it does, but if Miko
It
wants,
means everybody is treated as trained, so they can get a proficiency bonus, and they add a bonus based on your level.
Okay.
And that's really pog of you.
I am hero pointing my stealth roll as well.
All right.
That is much better. 31.
All right.
I have a 33.
All right. So it takes a little bit of effort, but after about like an hour, you guys are able to sneak out of the Noble District, and you no longer hear guards in the distance, and you just casually go about heading back towards the inn after a long night. You wonder what happened to your companions.
Or we're going back to the inn?
Oh, we
I
ain't
don't
going
know,
back
are
to
you?
that.
We're going back to the house.
Oh, you guys are trying to get back to the house.
At least that's
Uh,
where Tomas would be going.
If it's an hour later, let's hold off on that decision to see if any events change or anything like that. Because, like, if there's obviously, like, commotion in the city or something.
Yeah,
you know.
there's pretty heavy guard presence in the noble quarter now. It seems that they got word out of people fucking around in the manors, and they sent a detachment to keep an eye on that district and look for whatever was going on.
Oh, ruh-roh.
Oh, yeah, we're
Okay, if it's-
unfamiliar faces. We should probably, we would not be, Mika would not hang around. Like,
Yeah.
she near the district, but not in the district.
It's gonna be a lot to convince Tomas of that when Reese is there.
Okay, well, I mean, Tomas, Mika doesn't want to go back to the inn, but she's not going to go, like, back into the noble district when she was the one who was seen.
Let's just go. Let's just go lurk at the temples for a little bit and see if we can hide out there. We can just circle back around if we can't find if we don't hear from them in a couple hours, okay?
That's good. We just need a spot to, like, yeah.
Tomas, I get it, but we can't go in there right now.
I'll agree to 1 hour and then I go find them.
Okay, I'm fine with that. I'll even go with you. This is just there's too many right now. We gotta trust them, okay? This is nerve-wracking. Do you guys do this all the time? It's like
Not
this is
for,
my first time. This is my first time like getting into trouble like this, and it's kind
Oh
of freaking
yeah,
me
no,
out.
this happens a lot.
getting, it's been a while, but that's not the first time I've had to go on a chase.
You see, Mama, when your goal in life is to make your parents angry, you do this a lot.
And as Lana takes a moment to process that thought, we snap back to under the earth.
Oh boy.
This tunnel is long, and there are many branching caverns.
Am I feeling any different going down here?
You feel a general unease in here. There is it seems like you guys are following a main passageway, and there are smaller branch passageways leading off to various other sections of the island. You don't know how far or deep any given one of them goes.
I guess we should just follow the main one.
So,
Sorry, I don't feel great down here.
nah, that's understandable. Are we? How long have we been going? Do we get the sense that we're now away from the manor?
Yeah, you've probably been walking for like 5 or 10 minutes already.
Okay. It's like, yeah, that's fine. Though, are these tunnels like under the whole island?
I don't know. I don't know where any of this goes.
That's fair. Well, Reeves is going to take a moment to put on the light crossbow attachment on his crossbow, load up a clip. It's like, well, let's just see where this leads.
That has to be a really funny image, by the way. Light just emanating from nowhere because they're all invisible.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, well, how long are they invisible? It should only be like a couple minutes, right?
Good question.
Anybody
10
that
minutes.
didn't actually cast invisibility, so Wolf and Reeves, your invisibility is ran out.
Reeves did not cast invisibility.
Oh, okay. So, light is coming from nowhere, but you two are visible.
Okay.
Alright, so you're following the main path through to see where it ends up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, it takes roughly 30 to 45 minutes total. But eventually, you come to the end of a path, and there's a rug underneath a ladder that leads up into the ceiling.
should I go first since... Well, no, Reese wouldn't be invisible anymore.
You wouldn't be
It only
invisible
lasts...
anymore.
Who wants to go first?
Well, you see, the issue is it's a door,
I know.
but
Oh,
It's a hatch.
Reese will cast detect magic on it just in case.
You do
Well,
not
that's not-
detect any magic.
well, that's not what I meant. The issue is if there's anyone up there, and the door opens.
Can we hear anything?
Perception checks.
All of Reese's good rolls are gone.
Can I hero point that? 34.
None of you hear anything. Reeves, you climb up and put your ear up against the base of it, and you still hear nothing on the other side. Whatever this is underneath, that you don't hear anybody moving about it.
Well, I hear nothing. So, as my mother used to say, YOLO.
It's... I don't know what that means, but okay.
Alright. So you pop up the section and slide it over as quietly as possible. And you stick your head up. Second. Let's go. Well, then I think I put some things on the map layer. I did. There we go.
You know, I suspected.
I had a feeling.
And we have a Reeves. Grab your token.
Dun, dun, dun.
You pop up in a in a storage room. It appears to be where they're storing a bunch of costumes at the moment. And the way the paneling is set up, it looks like wood panels that fit perfectly in with the pattern. And from the way it felt pushing it up, it's almost an airtight seal. It would be almost impossible to see from the other side, unless you knew it was there.
I'm assuming this door is closed.
Yes.
Alright. Well, seeing that it's quiet and that door is closed, he's gonna wave people up.
Matt, does Reese recognize the type of room they're in?
Yes, it's a wardrobe room.
Oh boy.
Oh, yeah?
I think I know where we might be.
Reeves thinks on it a bit. Oh. He did finance the construction of it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Well, he opens the door.
It's a ghost town.
Okay. Well, let's... I guess I'll send the others a message and let them know where we are. But you wanted to poke around here.
I did.
Well, let's poke around.
Not the way I intended it coming here, but this works.
So let's send that message and then put a tab in that for the night.
Reese will send a message to Tomas and say, so somehow we found a secret passage and it took us to the theater. So we're safe. Are you safe?
Tomas is gonna lean over to Lana. Be like, Lana, how do you answer those brain message thingies? And that's gonna be his answer back to Reese.
Reese is gonna let out a long-suffering sigh and say, Tomas is a dumbass.
We both know
That's
this.
how the session ends.
And thus it
As
ends.
it should be.
Oh
That's
my
like a
god.
fucking Seinfeld thing. It's like, Lana, how do I reply to the things? And then you just see Reese making a suffering face.
Cuts to credits.
Yeah.
We have fun here.
Strain of yakety sax in the distance.
Oh my
I
god.
don't think anybody's ever mentally messaged him before.
I don't think so either.
He
How
won't
old
be
are you?
messaged. He's 178.
And that has never happened.
How did your brother never message you like that?
Listen, sometimes there are plot holes.
Sometimes you have repressed trauma. So are we having fun in this stupid investigation?
Oh my god. This is
Reeves is
ridiculous.
having the time of his life.
That was dumb and fantastic. I finally got to use Ray of Enfeeblement.
Hell yeah.
Trying
I'm
to
really
save-
proud of Reese's library investigation.
Save Mika's dumbass.
Yes, that does mean they gave you an opportunity to investigate that much earlier. I'm glad
Yeah,
we got
this
to go through
wasn't
that
a-
section, because there were
Thi-
multiple ways to find some of this information.
This was an eventful session.
Yeah, it was.
But are we the reclaimers of our names?
Redeemers. Yeah.
And we would sail 500 miles then. We would sail
No.
500 more.
Fantastic.
No Reese trauma yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah.
I'm safe for another week.
So this is looking to be a 4-sessioner total.
Oh
boy.
Oh boy. Well, it took us a few to get through the freaking Elven Island, so.
Wait, so
Yeah,
you're saying we have 2 more?
Because
Yeah.
the boss fight itself usually takes an entire session.
We gotta
Oh,
get
we
to it
haven't
first.
found that yet.
Yep.
That's right.
Oh fuck. Okay, hold on, let me. I need to double check this thing because I picked up a shift next Friday and I didn't check the times on it.
And I am not around. That's not for a few weeks, but Thanksgiving week I'm not gonna be available.
Oh, I
think.
don't expect anybody to be around for Thanksgiving.
Hey, I was gonna
Family
say the week
obligations.
of Cyberpunk I will not be here, but that week no longer exists.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Oh.
They delayed Cyberpunk again
Right.
because they want to push it for next gen and raise the quality.
Yeah. One
I'm
has to wonder
sorry.
how.
Look, Kevin, look, maybe you can agree with me here. I think it's fucking bullshit that they use that excuse after saying it's going gold.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Something's
think-
very wrong with that game.
No,
I mean-
somebody that worked in game testing for a long time was like, lol, somebody fucking failed compliance.
Matt,
Yeah.
I managed to pick up a shift next week and have it perfectly end at 8 p.m.
Hell yeah.
So I might be a smidgen late, but I will be able to make it.
Hell yeah. I look forward to next session. I'm excited about next session.
Oh god.
boy.
And on that
Oh
note,
god,
I'm-
Matt's excited. That terrifies
and
me.
I'm on that note.
When
we
Matt's
end the
excited,
recording.
you know shit's gonna pop off. Remember what
Wait,
happened
what?
last time?
What's Matt excited about?
next
next
session.
Next session.
Fuck.
And on that note,
You
we-
already know.